Hello. Didn't scare me this time. I was ready for you. It's Kelly Lee, and I am doing Bed Talk number 3, and this is Quarantine Activities. Everybody's got something they want to do. I want to do a podcast every day. I want to run a talk show every day. I would love to do that, but I don't find the motivation every day. I can't. I'm human. And when I don't find motivation some days, I can just sit in my room all day in bed and do nothing. And it's a sad thing. I can't do that. Good morning, Haley. Oh, good afternoon, Haley. My British... Of course, you have to be extra and be live. Love it. Yes, I do have to be extra and I do have to be live. Because if I'm not really, sharp. So, quarantine activities. I am going to be doing a podcast in 37 minutes. It's called the Rat Packer Podcast. I am a Rat Packer. I love the Rat Pack. The Rat Pack is one of my favorite groups. It is also an example of racism in this country. The Rat Pack performed in the 60s and performed in front of a bunch of many crowds. 4 white guys, 1 black guy. Sammy Davis Jr., the black guy, in my opinion, the most talented of the group. And he was the one that could not walk through front doors. He was the one who could not, do things in entertainment because he was black. And Frank Sinatra changed all that when he brought Sammy Davis Jr. through the front door of a Las Vegas casino. And this is one of the reasons I always talk about the Rat Pack. I love Sammy, Frank, and Dean. But their shows were racist as hell. Racist. I mean, Sammy Davis Jr. was always the butt of the jokes. Hi, Patrick. Sammy Davis Jr. was always the one being put down. He was the one that was looked down at everybody by everybody else in the group. Dean Martin once told him, "Don't touch me," during a show. That happened. And that bothered me. That bothers me to this day because it shouldn't have happened. Frank, Dean, and Sammy Frank and Dean should not have let that happen. But they did. What's up, Michael? And you didn't know that about Frank and Sammy. Well, here's something to enlighten you. Sammy Davis Jr. was a pariah. Was a pariah in his own community because he worked with white people. Back in those days, segregation, separation, that was a big thing. And when that shit started to change, Sammy Davis Jr. tried to change with it, but America wasn't having that. America was not happy when Sammy Davis Jr. married a white woman, my Brit. Look this up. Sammy Davis Jr. actually had to marry a black woman for 6 months because a studio executive threatened to kill him if he married a white woman. This happened. This is true. This was the time. And it really much hasn't changed since then. Las Vegas, I'm here in Las Vegas. Las Vegas is a shit show. Las Vegas is racist as hell. My God. Well, you know what? I can't say I don't get it, but I do get it. Times change slowly. It's only been 55 years since 1960. But let's see, 60 years since 1960? It must change. We need to do a lot of changing. I know I gotten off the subject of what to do in quarantine. Well, this is one of those things you should do in quarantine. Research history. Research what's happened in this world. Research what has happened in the 60s and the 50s and the 40s. So you don't sound as ignorant when you try to quote that racism is not a big deal. We're a post-racial world. We're not. We are not in a post-racial world, but I'm going to make sure we get there. I'm going to be one of those who make sure we get there. By doing podcasts, by doing shit like this, by doing bed talks, and talking to you. So, I hope this helps. If this helps, let me know. If you want to hear something else, let me know. Hi, Shay. Let me know what you would love to hear in these bed talks, because I talk about what I care about, what I feel is important. And it may not be important to you, but it may be. So, go do something. Go write a song. Go for a mental walk in your house. Go through the things that you want to do in your life. But do something. Be active during this quarantine. All right?